another great customer pick and another really fabulous practical present. So this is from Cuisinart. You're going to have the opportunity today actually to choose, which we are realizing, red or black. So the first time we've seen it in the red. It's an electric knife, carving board, and the storage tray. You can see that it's actually all in one. Available today at $49.95, free shipping and handling. And we've all been to that situation, whether you're cutting not just the turkey, but boy, the bread, right? You get that bad knife, and all of a sudden your lovely French bread is squished down to nothing. Exactly. Look at how it glides straight through. Well, here's what you're getting with this electric knife. 130 watts, where most of them are like 90 to 100 watts. This is a professional grade carving knife, Mr. Mark Gill.
Hello, how are you?
I'm
Happy
good,
holidays,
honey. How
Merry
are
Christmas,
you?
all fun stuff. You know, first thing I want you to do when you get this home is run. Don't walk to the bread section. Seriously, there's nothing better with an electric knife than fresh cut bread. And when we're talking Cuisinart, we're talking an electric knife unlike one that you've seen before. This is not your grandpa's electric knife. You have such control with this knife, and the blades are so unbelievably sharp.
That's great for the kids that hate crust.
Isn't that incredible? Hey, look at this. The crumbs don't even fall off. I mean, it really is that sharp.
Right.
And one of the cool things about this knife, and you mentioned, you know, right off the top, 130 watts of power. So you really have true touch and cut technology. Let me take you on a little bit of tour of this guy, okay? Now, you've got the on-off switch right on the bottom here. There's a little trigger. Now, what's nice about that is this does not work until you engage the safety lock. So it's not like you can accidentally start this knife up, okay?
Perfect.
Now you've got a blade release on either side, so when it comes time to clean them, they just pop right off. They go in the dishwasher, and then they slide right back on. Oh, there we go. And you're ready to go. So now, what's cool about these is they fit together and they come apart. And now what's nice is you don't have to worry about whether or not you've got a single beveled blade, a double beveled, whether you've got a flat one, a serrated one. As soon as you turn that on, anything you touch, that's what it's gonna cut. Now with all the holidays coming up, you know, this is where we get kind of reminders of, you know, grandpa in the kitchen or dad. And what I want everybody to remember, dad didn't want to use the electric knife because he wanted to use the electric knife. He wanted to use the electric knife because it was the power tool in the kitchen. Yeah. And you've got just the best, most cleanest cuts. But here's what I want people to realize with this knife. I want you to kind of come at this with foodie glasses on, because some of the cool cuts that you can make with this really are great equalizers when it comes time to your skill set in the kitchen. You don't have to be a professionally trained chef. You don't have to be years and years and years of experience. All you need to do is learn how to push the button. So let me go ahead and clear this out.
And then you're not, it's important too, because when you're cutting meats like this, you're not disrupting the meat, right? Because sometimes you have a bad knife and you're trying to tear through, you know, a steak or an expensive piece of meat. Right. And you're even getting the fork. So you get the knife, the fork, you get, and I love that it has the storage tray to it, so you're getting everything all in one. Exactly. And this one has free shipping plus your 6 FlexPay payments, so you're getting that great, you know, affordable. And it is the kind of an item, maybe you have the same one you've had for years and years and years, right?
And we're going to talk about the differences of those too. And what I love about this, look at how clean that cut is. And I do this on the skin of a turkey on purpose. When I talk about touch and cut technology, it doesn't rip, it doesn't tear. If you want beautiful pieces, beautiful skin, beautiful cuts, the electric knife is absolutely the way to go. Now, everybody knows it's gonna cut bread. It's gonna cut meat. I mean, that's just kind of what we know these things for. But here's the difference, okay? If you've ever used an electric knife before, our blades might look a tiny bit different to you. A typical electric knife blade is very thin, very bendable, and there's not a lot of like oomph to it. What we've done is we've created a hybrid blade that looks like, feels like, and acts like a chef's knife. So now, that combined with the 130 watts of power means that whatever limitations you thought an electric knife had are now gone. So if you're that foodie in the family, or you want to be one, you want to create some incredible memories and dishes that people talk about when they come to your functions, this is absolutely the knife you're going to do it with. There's nothing. That just
completely glid right through that.
And of course, we took it right through the core of the pineapple. Because I want you to see what the power of 130 watts does. Now, we've got
cow.
Isn't that neat?
That was amazing.
Now, I've got a couple of different cuts here because I want you to see the versatility of this knife. And that's really what it's all about. So many times, you know, my son's a collector of knives. He's got, you know, an expensive collection, and he's got a different knife for every use. And I'm like, dude, haven't you ever watched one of my demonstrations with this?
Hello.
And by the way, let's not forget, this is Cuisinart. This comes with a lifetime limited warranty on an electric knife, which I absolutely love. And here's one of the things that I want you to see. Look at this. How's that for a slice? That is one of the most incredible things that you're gonna see any knife do.
And you know, I'm
at
glad
any
you're doing
price.
these different demos because we don't think about this for cutting, like when you're cutting tomatoes, right?
Exactly.
You're cutting, you know, obviously any kinds of cheeses. Pull out the knife, it glides through to almost a sliver with that same incredible precision.
That's incredible
impressive.
to me.
That
now,
is impressive.
Let's go from one of the softest foods you'll try and cut and try and keep looking pretty to one of maybe the most hardest, and that is the pit of an avocado. Now, a lot of times what people will do is they'll take like the big scary chef's knife, they'll slam it in there, and then they'll run it around their fingers, and then they'll run and get a Band-Aid, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
All you need to do with this, remember, this is gonna go right through that pit of the avocado. Like it's not even there. That's what that 130 watts of power is gonna do for you. And all you need to do now is just pop it out. So when you look at all of the great reviews on our knife, the way we've built it, the way we've constructed, and the fact that this is Cuisinart, what a cool thing to add to your kitchen.
Exactly, and it's a kind of a gift. You know, I love that in this hour, the next hour, we talk about practical presence. It's about that gift that you can confidently give anyone. You're giving it, first of all, for the Cuisinart, a name you know, a name you trust, a name that's been around for a long time with, again, as we talk about warranty to back it up. But also, I do think it's the kind of a knife, like I know the electric knife I had came from my mother's house. It came from like her mother's house.
You never think that it's for like, holy cow, nice cut.
Yeah, and you certainly couldn't cut through like a really soft cheese or any kind of a soft veggie with it.
Because it didn't have that hybrid blade that we've created for you and attached to that 130 watt motor. And that's what it's all about. So when it comes time for dishes like this, where this piece of meat costs, I think, 3 times as much as the knife. First thing we're gonna do is remove those bones, which I love, and we're gonna make a couple of ribs for Grandpa. Here we go.
Oh my God.
How beautiful.
Oh, this is gonna be such a blessing Christmas for your Christmas dinner.
Are you kidding? And then here we go. It's all about that cookbook picture quality cut. And you know what I love about these knives? And I've given a couple to you know, some friends, and I've asked for their opinions. I've given them to people that are right into cooking, you know, some professional chefs, and then just kind of buddies who, you know, kind of just kind of follow along with what I do. And basically what I've come down to, this is the great equalizer. Is it? It really is. And I'm going to show you a couple of cuts on the other side here that really prove that. So when it comes time for that showpiece dinner, please, please, please go ahead and make sure that those cuts are as pretty as they can be.
Particularly when you're buying expensive pieces of meat. You know, don't ruin them with like bad knives. And here's the thing, we have the red for the first time, so we've never had the red before. And I want to like kind of just lift it up so you can see, you get the whole configuration. Comes with the carving board, the fork, the knife, obviously the tool itself. $49.95, free shipping and handling on this one, along with 6 FlexPay, which we love. And what FlexPay is, breaks your payment down any credit card, debit card, PayPal, completely interest-free. Black or red are the 2 colors that we have available for anyone.
Exactly. Now, remember what I said, the great equalizer. So maybe cuts that you wouldn't normally do, now you're going to do. You know what I mean? This particular dish, this starter of it, takes a lot of skill with a regular knife. Takes a little bit of practice, but when it comes time to making one of those really cool stuffed beef dinners that you see on the food channels, you can do this with this electric knife.
You couldn't do that with a regular knife, could you?
You know what? You can. It just takes a lot of time, a lot of practice, and a lot of skill. So when I say this is the great equalizer, when I say this is such a great choice if you've got a foodie on your gift list, I am not kidding. So now all you do with this is you take it, use a little bit of cream cheese, bacon, and some asparagus, roll it right up, put it in the oven at 375, and you have an incredible dish that without the help of a tool like that is absolutely out of the question.
I'm impressed.
Oh, actually, I'm going to impress you now.
That's impressive. More? There's more?
I'm going to give you more. So I got one question for you.
Okay.
Do you like sandwiches?
I love sandwiches.
Yeah, you do.
Of course.
I'm going to make you a fun sandwich. I want you to try this the next time there's a party over. And remember, you've got that 130 watts. So take your favorite pint of ice cream, cut the bottom off, okay? And now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go ahead, however thick you wanna make them, it flies right through like it's not there. You see that? Now watch what I'm gonna do, Bobby. I'm gonna take a little cut right on the side, and now I'm gonna take one cookie, ice cream, cookie on top, grab that, and I'm gonna
peel it up.
Give it a spin, and you have homemade, fresh ice cream sandwiches. How fun is that?
Okay, that I am all about. That is awesome.
Merry Christmas,
oh my
friend.
gosh, thank you.
One for you.
That's a good way to eat that.
That's good stuff.
Well, I tell you what, that is good. That is really amazing.
I'll save it for you.
Thank you, darling. Oh my God, that is good.
Isn't that great?
$49.95, free shipping and handling. Black or red, because we know how we all love to color coordinate our kitchen so you can have that beautiful red as well. Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Oh my, yummy, that it was so good. So listen, we have an amazing today's special thank you to Curtis Stone, which is also a customer pick.